And we're back on the road to 30,000 VR, but in today's episode, I'll be using my new favorite combo. Yes, I know I say this like probably once a month at this point, but this is the real deal. If you guys have been following the channel for some time, you've probably noticed that I have actually used this combo before. I was kind of cycling through Teddy Buggy, Bitty Buggy, and this combo back around the time Wave 5 came out last summer. And after, you know, using Teddy Buggy for the longest time, saying that I'm never going to use it again, switching over to Mr. Scooty as of late, as you guys have seen, I've kind of come to the conclusion that I really do enjoy the pipe frame. I think it just fits my playstyle a little bit better. You know, with Mr. Scooty, you kind of have to be a little bit more, I guess, active with snaking and making sure your lines are on point. Whereas with the Teddy Buggy class, it's a little bit more forgiving in that sense, where you can kind of not worry about chaining your mini turbo so much. And I think in general, like with, you know, my playstyle, since I'm commentating while I play as well, it just kind of fits my playstyle a lot better. And the reason I like the pipe frame is just because of the high handling as well. You know, it has the same speed and mini turbo as Teddy Buggy, but it does have better secondary like handling stats. It loses some secondary speed stats, and it looks like you get invincibility, traction, and I think acceleration. So a little bit here and there. You know, I don't think it's objectively better or worse, maybe slightly worse than Teddy Buggy, but realistically, you know, I think it's good enough for what I'm going to be using it for. Like, unless you're like a top level competitive player, it really doesn't matter all too much if you're using the actual like best combo in the game. You know, for my purposes, for these videos, for my level in competitive, I definitely think I can manage. And we are kicking things off on Yoshi's circuit here. I thought I had one more shroom. I guess it doesn't matter. We had a golden anyways. There's going to be a bunch of bills and extensions behind me for sure. Yeah, looks like 3 people had the bullet bills there, which you guys didn't know. Only 3 people can have it at a time as well. So unfortunately, I was unable to pull a bill there once those players all had it. We had one earlier. There was a shock, as you guys saw. And the pack is really close, but unless there's a second shock here, things are not looking good. Let's just go ahead and use that star and hope for the best. But yeah, looks like we are going to get like a middle spot. Wait, there's a super late shock and I'll gain 2 spots. But yeah, classic Yoshi circuit. Shock on lap 3, shock early on. And we get the 5th. Not a bad way to kick off the race. You can see someone else rocking my old combo. And we get the plus 10. Alright, LA laps for the next race. You guys can actually see someone is rocking Mario standard rollers. Someone's rocking Male Villager Streetle rollers. And I'm glad to see the combo variety, you know. Both of those combos are definitely very solid with the current meta and can definitely keep up. I was really hoping for a shroom here, as you guys may or may not know. If you can pull a shroom on the first set, this race, or this track rather, is probably going to go pretty well for you, as you can take this shortcut right here. I pull a shroom really late, my line was really bad, I didn't expect to get one there. But I find if you can get out ahead early on this track, yeah, you can see that villager actually waited behind and pulled it, and now they're off to a lead. I find, for me at least, this track always goes better when I try to front run versus when I am in the pack and try to play catch up. And that red shell's going to skip me, actually. That is super nice. We can go ahead and red out this player now because of that, because it broke their protection. And let's just get rid of these greens, go ahead and try to back some players. And that, another red skip me. Wow, what is happening? I think the Nintendo servers are just really bad today, because when I was trying to join a room for today's video, I actually got disconnected 3 times before I even found a lobby, which is kind of insane. Let's go ahead and chain at the next set. And of course, I don't think I've mentioned it, but the aesthetic of this build is very nice. You know, that's one reason I like Mr. Scooty so much. I really like this build. The pipe frame is so versatile. It's one of those carts like the City Tripper, where it just has so many cool color designs and really fits with a ton of different characters in the game. And because of that, you know, it makes me really enjoy it, getting to use it with so many different characters and combos. And I probably should have saved that shroom for this section here, but you can actually like hop through the off-road like that. It's actually not too bad at all, and I will avoid everyone below me. Hopefully get some good pulls here. Actually get the double reds. That player's gonna horn the blue, so it's a good thing I did throw that red shell, because then we can chain it and hit them. And oh no, I was about to use the shroom in the shortcut, but the boo steals it instantly. That is very unlucky timing for me, because they would have stolen the red shell there if it was just a moment later. And I'm gonna get passed by like the whole lobby and get red shelled here. So yeah, super unlucky ending to this race. All the way down to 9th, wow. 2nd to 9th in the final stretch. You really hate to see it. And we get only the -6. What a stacked lobby. Alright, we are back. Grumble Volcano for the next race. And I actually didn't realize, but the handling isn't really much different on the pipe frame versus the Teddy Buggy. At least the ground handling is only 0.25 more. Water handling is 0.5. Air handling is actually 0.5 less. And then anti-gravity is 0.25 more. It kind of feels like it's actually more. I guess it is. Maybe it's just a psychological thing with the way, you know, the vehicles turn, the animations. I know a lot of people prefer the Teddy Buggy over the Cat Cruiser for that same reason. You know, it kind of feels like it turns a little bit differently, a little bit better controlling, when in fact it actually doesn't change at all. As far as I know, let's go for the shortcut. That was all right, I guess. I still don't really know how to use that shortcut, or pull it off rather. And that's a crazy pull. In third, triple shrooms. I'll use those right away. Don't want to get bombed there. Have to recover for my awkward lines as well. But I think in general, I really do enjoy using lighter characters and combos with generally just higher handling. You know, when it's a combo I'm not used to using, at least, I feel like I generally do better. It's easier to adjust for sure. And I'm going to have to burn those, and I couldn't even get my green shell out in time. So yeah, we got caught chaining our shells there and couldn't quite get out our protection in time. Now we're in a kind of an awkward spot. You know, everyone is right here behind us. We don't really have a good pull, so I can go ahead and just go super wide here, get the double box, and hopefully chain something good. We get an amazing pull. Yeah, that is incredible. And I'm going to go ahead and use the star, cut off this off-road, and not get hit by those triple greens. Yeah, I went right through them, it looks like. So that's a good thing that we did chain there. And there's going to be a red shell. Okay, yeah, it's not going for me. I was going to say, let's just drop that bomb too. Why not? And we got, it looks like no one. I think the player behind me just barely went through it. And yeah, we're going to get red shelled. Maybe should have been a little bit more defensive there. I'll go ahead and go wide, take the slower left route here. Hopefully get a good pull. Oh, that is good if there's not a shock. If there's a shock, yeah, we're in a really bad position here. I'm just going to not hit the glider so I don't get hit by that player in the star. Let's just bill right away. Hope for a last second shock. Looks like there's a blue shell. And that player's going to get hit right before the finish line. This is kind of an awkward spot to get dropped in, but I can recover nicely with the shroom and just barely get beat by the bill on the line. Wow, that was super close. Although it looked like I finished before them. I think it's just the online lag losing us a spot there. And we get the plus 12, so not too bad. And we're back. 3DS Rainbow Road, a track that has definitely grown on me. I feel like it's one of those tracks where I never really gave it a chance. But once I actually went ahead and time trialed it, I really enjoyed the track a lot more. Now, do I know how to play it? Not really. There's some really technical ramp strats here at the beginning section. And as you can see, I pretty much got passed by everyone. I did go wide for those coins though, so maybe that was why as well. But definitely a track you don't want to fall behind on in my experience. It is really hard to catch up. It is a pretty good front runner for that reason. And let's just go super wide, avoid this player's red shell there. Try to get a couple tricks. We can red them and shroom up. And yeah, we're in second just like that. No protection, kind of a risky play there. But I saw they had nothing. We missed the mini turbo on that vector glide as well. But we're not in a bad spot. Depending on what the player behind me has, I can just barely not see what they have, it looks like, because of the angle on the turn here. Just play it safe, get the double, get some protection. Yeah, that's a great pull. So we can just hold our position. First is gone by like a mile. Wow, that is crazy, the lead they have gathered already. There's the blue shell. We can just hopefully not get hit, not fall down below here, get all these tricks. And we're in a pretty good spot, I think. I missed one trick at the very end there. They're going to hit themselves, get the iframe, it looks like. I saw that on the mini-map. They must have, like, bananaed themselves or something. There's a red shell. We can go ahead and horn that. Trail our red in case they're going to throw another one. And they will. They pulled triple reds. Wow, of course. We have nothing. We're going to get hit. I'm actually going to slow out here. And, oh, I was really hoping to get hit before the glider. Unfortunately, I could not slow down in time. And yeah, this is probably it for my race. You know, unlucky we had double protection. We're going to get triple redded. And now we're down to fourth. Of course, the person ahead of us has a red. The person behind us has a red. So many red shells to ruin my day. And it really can't get any better because if there's a shock, everyone's going to dodge behind me, it looks like. And no one's getting hit ahead of me. But I will somehow hold the 6. Yeah, a little bit unlucky there getting hit out by all those red shells. But I will secure the 6th place, which can't be too bad. And yeah, we get the plus 9. Let's go. All right, we are back. Neo Bowser City, another front-running track. Let's hopefully stay in the front this time, not get redded out. I feel like I am better, definitely better at this track than that last track as well, at least with my lines. And hopefully I can live up to that. Let's go ahead and lag trail that player on the drive-by there. Hit the double box. Actually, I'm going to miss the double box. We get the shroom. We're getting pumped way out to the side. I was going to say, hopefully I can save this for the ending cut. But I think we're far enough back where maybe I should just chain it regardless. Try to get some coins. There's no coins for me to get there. And yeah, I'm going to shroom up here, not get hit by these players. We're getting bumped like crazy. Can we get a shroom for the ending cut? We can get actually 3 shrooms. That is incredible. That's a bomb though. Okay, I'm going super wide just to watch out for them. Maybe I'll just kind of slow out here and give them some space. Yeah, there's the bomb, and I still can't avoid it as we get hit by it. And now everyone else has shrooms, or shells rather, around me. I'm gonna go wide for coins, but there's none to get, and I keep pulling mushrooms, which isn't terrible, but really not great considering, you know, everyone else around me has items, and I'm trying my best to not get lag trailed. I actually don't know how I didn't on that last turn, but here we are. Stars behind me. I still only have like 3 coins. We can finally get another one. But yeah, first has like a mega lead now, and there's just like a million green shells coming back. That player somehow get hit by all of them, and that might just be the worst pull I could have gotten. A blooper piranha plant combo. Actually, abysmal, terrible. Let's go ahead and once again just go super slow on this corner. I waited for so long, still got hit by the bill there, and I'm gonna bill right away. We just need to catch up. We're in such a bad spot. Like, unless there's a shock right now, we really can't do much at all. And wait, that player has the shock. Use the shock. Ran K? I don't really know their name. They're still not going to use it. They're going to hold it for a while here, actually. I'm going to try to star them. We're going to lag through them. And yeah, someone else used the shock. I knew they were holding it too long. That always happens to me, I feel like, where whenever I get the shock, someone else uses it right away. And that was the case. Unfortunately, you know, we couldn't dodge there. But we will get an amazing pull at the very end and secure. Wow, the 6. We actually got past, it looks like, on the very end on the line. Another 6, so many middle spots, and another +6, so really not terrible. All right, Bowser's Castle 3. I think the Birdo in front of me that actually just passed me on the line was the same player from earlier that lagged and passed me with the bill on the line. I'm actually not sure if they passed me or not, but either way, the game decided they did, unfortunately. This lobby is stacked enough where I've been getting, you know, decent gains for like middle spots. Like that was like a +6 for 6th place, which is pretty incredible there. So really, you know, can't complain. We're probably going to get red shelled here. We surprisingly didn't. That was a pretty smooth shortcut, and now we're in first with the mushroom as well. But really probably not for long. Do I go for the shortcut? Do I wait for the blue shell? I think I'll just hold for it now and see. I can't tell if the player behind me has the red shell or not. They are like right on top of me. Let's go ahead and get another coin. Yeah, we have no protection in the pocket, unfortunately. So is it worth holding this? I mean, if they knew what they're doing, they probably wouldn't red me out here because I can dodge a blue. But I guess we'll see what happens. And they actually lag trail me somehow. And then we're going to get boomeranged. I don't even know how they hit me there. They're like behind me, beside me there. Unfortunate for me. Let's just get rid of all these green shells. The red shell, get some more items. They're going to get hit. Now, they actually dodged because they had the shroom in first. We can go ahead and try to go for the banana snipe. And did we actually hit them? Or was it lag? I feel like it's always lag in these rooms whenever I actually do end up sniping someone. Yeah, it looks like it was indeed. And we gotta watch out for these greens behind me. Let's just go ahead and shroom up. And of course, they're gonna boomerang me spot on when they're taking the corner like that. Unlucky once again. We can barely snag the item there, hop over the gap. And we get the lag trail on the player behind me, but this player has the triple red shell, so I'm going to go ahead and back way out there to not get hit. And I'm actually going to fail on the red shell there. I was trying to get more items, and I failed. We're going to land on top of the blue shell, and I really can't pass this person as they have the triple red. So let's just go super wide here. Try not to get hit. Try to pass them at the very end, and we cannot. So we get the 5th. A couple unlucky hits there. I feel like my driving was actually pretty good in general. And we get the +14, so not too bad. And we're back, Berlin Byways. I feel like today's episode of Road to 30K has been going pretty average. Like, I've been getting middle spots every single race, but no bottom spots, no top spots, kind of in a weird spot. I feel like I've definitely had a chance to win a lot of these races, but something just doesn't go my way. I throw, we get hit out, whatever happens, and then we end up falling to like a middle spot, which, as you guys have seen, in this lobby is actually not a terrible thing, as the VR gains have been consistently, you know, they've been small, but they have been consistent for sure. I don't know what I'm doing with my lines right there. Let's go ahead and lag trail that player. The green's going to hit that player. Let's focus up on our drive, and we can get rid of that red and trail another one. And like I said, I feel like I've been staying like in the front of the pack generally, but when it comes down to it, I just cannot quite make the finish line, you know, get into a top spot when it all is said and done. We're not in a bad spot now, though. We have the 6 coins, the 5 coins, rather. There's an early shock. That's fine. I feel like that's just going to make the pack that much closer. We can probably get the double here in a second. Yeah, it's just barely going to spawn for us. That is great. And we have the piranha plant. I was going to go for the shortcut. I assumed I was going to get a shroom there. But the piranha will help out there, make it not too bad. And hopefully there's not too many red shells behind me. There's been a couple sets of triple reds the last couple of races. And wow, that is an amazing pull. Yeah, there's some red shells. Let's just use that right away. And I get these coins on the car as well. That is awesome. I'm going to completely throw them. I'm going to hit the wall and my momentum is going to completely shift there. That is unfortunate. I might as well go wide, get up to 10 coins here since we are a little bit behind the front of the pack anyways. And go for the snipe. We're going to miss it. Let's just go off to the side but hit the boost panel. And that's an interesting pull. We have to kind of let this player go ahead of us with that piranha, give them some space. We can go ahead and use the shroom. And that red shell broke on the wall. I'm assuming it broke on nothing there. That's a great pull. Got to watch out for... Okay, they don't have their fire anymore, actually. We can go ahead and catch up. We can pass them here. Got to watch out for that bouncing green. And see what we can do at the very end. Can we get the shrooms for the shortcut? We can't. We actually get 4 red shells. Wow. Good thing I didn't preemptively go for the shortcut there. And I should have been watching there. I got hit by that blue shell because it went right down the middle, unfortunately. We're going to get bumped off the boost panel as well. And yeah, just like that, we went from like 4th to 8th. In an instant, that last shortcut is super crucial for this map when you're in the pack. And we get the -5. And it was bound to happen, but we are finally on a repeat track, LA Laps, for the 2nd time. Hopefully we can get a shroom and not look back. Yeah, that villager player is employing the same strategy as last time. I feel like a lot of people still don't really know about that and how powerful it is. Because if you can pull a single shroom, you can pretty much get a guaranteed like top spot out of the first little bit, the first section. And like I said, typically you don't look back on this track in my experience. Unless, of course, you're me in that last race and get your mushroom stolen in the shortcut and then get comboed and everyone passes you. And yeah, just like that, like I said, we are out in first. Although I don't have any protection. I don't really have much of a lead here. Let's go ahead and shroom up, actually. I'd rather have protection at this point in the race. I feel like it's early for a blue shell, of course, because there has to be 30 seconds that pass in the race before a blue can be pulled anyways. And the fact that we just pulled double protection is even better there. Like I said, we have like no lead at all though. The players in 2nd and 3rd are right here on top of me. I think, did they get hit? Okay, no, there's a different player now actually. They can pass me with the shroom in the shortcut there. And we're gonna get boomeranged unfortunately by that player. And can we smart bounce them there? We almost did. We just barely missed them. We get the triple greens. Wow, that is an incredible pull. I can probably just chain everything at this set here. Go ahead and throw all these greens forward. Try to hit that player snaking ahead of me. And they are just teleporting, apparently. They just like disappeared there for a second. Go ahead and give this player some space. There's the blue shell. Let's go ahead and use our shroom chain at the set. Try not to get hit by that piranha plant. I'm just going to spam everything. And we're unfortunately going to get hit by the boomerang and then get leg trailed. We're going to get red shelled anyways, though. And probably star. There's a shot. What is even happening right now? I just lost all my coins in like 2 seconds right there. That was actually insane. Can we get these items at least? We can just barely beat out everybody for all those items, which is nice. And I'm going to fail. I'm not going to get the double. We get triple reds. Once again, this happened last race where everyone else around me is going to get these mushrooms for the shortcuts and we're going to get the red shells and just get passed by the whole lobby on the final stretch. Yeah, there's one more bullet bill to add insult to injury. They don't actually pass us though, surprisingly. And we're going to get the -6 for the 9th place. And we're back on Riverside Park. Let's do some bagging finally. I think the last few races have definitely not gone my way. A couple bottom spots in general today, a couple middle spots here and there. We're going to do some bagging here, see if we can do a little bit better and go from there. Let's go ahead and start catching up, get some coins here, of course, and hopefully have a good race. There has been quite a few shocks in these races so far, so I feel like there's definitely going to be one, if not 2 shocks on this Riverside Park race for sure. But I guess we'll have to see. You know, there have been quite a few races on bagging tracks since Wave 6 came out where there's just simply no shocks, which is kind of crazy. But I feel like with how many people are bagging right now, there definitely will be, because the more people that bag, you know, the more items that get chained at the back and the more likely power items like the shot get pulled. We're going to go ahead and just star, or rather shroom right into that star, unfortunately. Let's just chain our golden and get a better couple items at the next set as well. Yeah, there's the blue shell. I'm going to chain too early. I'm just going to use my star right away, get a couple coins, take the shortcut, and hopefully get a good double box here. We're actually going to be in 7th though, so I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not. Yeah, that is an interesting pull to say the least. You know, we get the star in the pocket with the green shells. I'll hold on to the last green shell here just so that I can not get my star stolen. We can go ahead and use them both at the same time there and hopefully get something good. Yeah, that is a pretty incredible pull. Then go ahead and take this corner, take the last item box on the end, and use the golden for these couple of shortcuts here. Unfortunately, the golden isn't gonna expire in time. I should have used it slightly sooner there. But it looks like I will get all the way up into 4th, but there's the shock super late. We didn't have anything to dodge anyways. A little bit unfortunate for us. We actually only got passed by like 2 people. So not very many players dodged, it looked like. Another 6th place and another +8. All right, Mushroom Gorge. Will this finally be the race where I can break the curse of this episode and get a 1st, 2nd, or even a 3rd? I will take anything at this point. I just looked back and I'm pretty sure I've gotten 5th, 6th, or 9th in every single race. There's been like, what, 8 races? I think I have 2 9th places, maybe like 3 or 4 5ths, and a couple 6ths. It's actually kind of insane how consistently average I am doing in today's episode. I think the lobby is definitely very tough. And then I've just had a couple things not go my way whenever I actually am in the front. And, you know, merge those together and we end up getting a bunch of middle placements. But I'm feeling good about this one. I feel like my luck on Mushroom Gorge is definitely there in general. So we can see if we can, you know, have a good race. We're going to play it safe with the gap cut here. We're going to make it. I'm going to shroom right away. I saw that player in the star behind me. And shroom one more time to hopefully get another bolt in the pocket. The pack is really tight though. But we get the bill actually. Maybe I'll go ahead and use my star, get another pull. Hopefully get some shrooms this time. And then use the bill in the cave section here. It's generally a good place to use it. Yeah, we get the golden mushroom. Hopefully there's a shock right now. That'd be amazing for us. If not though, I think we're still in a good spot either way. This will take me to like the end. Ooh, that's actually really bad. I'm just going to avoid the shortcut entirely because when you hit that last mushroom, I feel like my alignment's just really bad typically. And I never end up making the cut. So I'll just save my coins since I know I'm probably going to fail. We can go ahead and use our shroom here, our golden. Let's use our star. I have a feeling there might be a shock anytime now. And I'm going to chain my invincibility if I can. And there is. We get the shock dodge just like that. And now we are in 7th with the golden on the final stretch. I'm going to save the golden for the gap cut since I have the piranha plant in the pocket though. Wait, that player's going to get hit on the, almost on the line with the blue, but I'm going to completely fail the shortcut. That wasn't even close. Wow, that was terrible. And look, another 5th place. It's either me throwing or me getting unlucky. Either way, I am cursed to the 5th place and the +13. And we're back, Sky Garden for the next race. After throwing, we end up with yet another 5th. Although there were 2 players ahead of me that had shrooms that both made the shortcut. I think realistically, I was looking at maybe a 3rd at best there. Still better than a 5th, still a podium spot. But a 5th, like I've been saying, isn't too bad, you know, when I have been getting some VR gains out of it at the very least. And let's see if we can hopefully stay in 1st. Anytime I've been in 1st, I was going to say, yeah, something just goes randomly wrong. Like we get trailed by nothing there. Get hit by someone's banana that was way behind us. That happened on BC3 as well, I believe. So unfortunately, no first, no front run for me. That's going to bounce and not hit anyone. Did you guys see that? Like 3 people went through that bomb, it looked like, and then I get hit by it, of course. There's also like a super early shock. That shroom disappears. I think someone grabbed it there. And yeah, really just everything is going wrong in these races. I'm going to miss the coins. I'm going to go ahead and wait anyways and hopefully get, you know, a good box here. Get the double. Hopefully get something good. We get the golden triple shrooms. I want to burn that right away as we probably won't be able to chain the golden at the set anyways unless I wait here. So actually, yeah, I'll go ahead and wait. Why not? I feel like you can definitely bag a little bit on this track. We get the star blue shell. Not ideal, but it is a start. You know, we can take the shortcut here. Hopefully get some more coins. And hopefully get a good pull at the next set. Those reds are coming back for some reason in like 11th place. We get the shrooms, the blue shell connected there. Some more shells coming back. And we really need the double so I can wait and then use my shroom and get it. Can we get something good? We get the star. I'm going to completely throw on that corner though. Everyone's getting taken out, it looks like. And I'm just going to settle for the single box here, not mess around. I was really hoping for, you know, another star there. It looks like it won't be the case. I'm getting bumped like crazy. My line was really weird there. And yeah, it looks like literally nothing is going to happen. And I will hold on to the 8th place. Once again, a -2. And we're back. Shroom Ridge for the next race. Only a couple more races left to go in the episode. We're actually playing 200cc. Wait, is this real? It took me a second. I feel like whenever I play 200 by surprise, you never really feel it on the first little section. But then you just accelerate and you're going way too fast. And yeah, it looks like we are. That is weird. I feel like I haven't played 200 online in a while because Nintendo changed the odds for mirror mode and 200 to come up. And since then, it basically never comes up since Wave 6 came out. So what a welcome surprise. This is a good combo for 200 for sure. And let's see, it looks like everyone else is struggling with me here. I feel like that generally happens when you're playing Worldwides when 200 comes up. Most people are strictly 150cc players and don't really play a lot of 200. Definitely the community is a lot smaller, I've noticed. So you can end up doing, you know, really well for yourself if you are decent. And I'm going to get a weird drift sequence there. That boomerang is hanging around for way too long. We're not in a terrible spot, not in a great spot though. We can't really take the shortcut. Yeah, I'm going to barely clip that truck because of the blooper. I couldn't really see where I was going. Let's just stay wide for that Bill, but that player's going to fly all over the place and hit me with their star. And then that player's going to chop me with their piranha plant. Yeah, a couple bad hits there from players not knowing where they're going pretty much. On top of me hitting the truck, and we have 1 coin and probably no hope of getting a good spot unless there's a shock like right now. We're gonna get another dodge. Oh no, we get the golden actually. But wait, those players all get taken out. We can go ahead and go for the shortcut. I'm gonna get a terrible landing. It didn't matter though. We're somehow gonna get, you guys guessed it, another 5th. This really can't keep happening, right? How do I get 5th against all odds, good or bad? It doesn't make any sense. What is happening today? And another plus 13. And well, here we are, Merry Mountain, just kind of how today's episode is going. There was Cheeseland, there was Snowland, and of course we get a random Merry Mountain out of any track that we could have gotten. You guys know one of my least favorites, I feel like it, without a doubt, always shows up in my videos. This one and Sky High Sunday, 2 tracks I really just generally don't enjoy, but yet I play them way too much. Maybe that's why I don't like them as much, because they do come up so often. And we're going to try to get anything but a 5th place. I'm pretty sure I'm only up like 60 VR on the episode. So really a couple good or a couple bad races could really completely change that. So we'll see what happens, of course. If anything, I feel like I'm just going to get like middle spots and keep slowly but surely gaining. You know, I think it's been like 10 or 11 races. I'm up like 60 VR. So that's like 5 or 6 VR a race on average, which isn't too bad at all. Yeah, I think I'm up like 60, 11 races. So slowly but surely, better than losing VR for sure, but of course it definitely feels better to gain more VR. What are my lines? What are my lines times 2? Just getting caught in the little snow on the side there. Let's go ahead and just get rid of all these shells. We can go ahead and snipe that player, but I'm going to hold my drift for way too long and get hit there. That red shell's going to pass me so I can throw my red shell. We get more shells here. I think what I want to do is just go for coins and then hold this shroom instead of taking the shortcut. And then go super wide like this, get a couple boxes. Okay, I failed. I only got 1 box there, unfortunately. With the boo, though, that's a very good pull. And we steal a single red. Not a great pull at all. We can go ahead and just throw it now, honestly. Go for the trick here. See if we can take anybody out. Looks like it broke on maybe that player that had iframes. And yeah, first is gone. We did a miracle once again. I feel like I've been saying that a lot the last couple of races. We really do need like a shock or something good to happen. Blue is out. We can go for the double. We're all thinking the same thing and slowing out for it. We get another golden. So we're gonna have to save this star here, and we're gonna get red shell. That looks like, can I block it? I was trying to use that player to block my red shell, but it just wasn't happening. And then my golden ran out. I couldn't use it because I got hit, so I couldn't accelerate back up. And we're gonna fall down to 10th. Is this the first time I'm gonna get a 10th place? I feel like I've gotten at least 9th or higher every race. Yeah, it looks like we're finally gonna slip down to 10th. Unfortunately, we got another gold in there, got red shelled. Could not avoid it in the minus 14. Well, I was just complaining how we got a random Merry Mountain, and this time we get a random Cheeseland to make up for it after not getting Cheeseland. Unfortunately, Koopa Cape was up. I really wanted to play Koopa Cape, but here we are. It looks like 5, 6 players are not bagging, and everyone else is, of course, even though bagging has been nerfed. This is still, you know, one of the more iconic bagging tracks in the game. And you will see like most people bag, as you guys can see now. Like I'm in 6, I barely have moved forward, and just like that we can go ahead and pass all these people. Everyone's just kind of waiting around for something to happen. The key is, of course, being in 9th or lower to get a good box. And no, I was in 8th there, but I do get the bullet bill. Maybe we try to run with this now that we have it. That is, of course, the name of the game on a lot of bagging tracks here. That player actually has the shock. Are they going to use it already? Are they going to hold it? Do I go for bill extension if I can? Yeah, they're going to use it right away. I figured they would. Like I said earlier in the video, I believe, holding the shock is generally not a good idea because other players can pull the shock. Of course, if you use a shock, I think it's like 30 seconds before another racer can pull it, but it's really never safe, you know, if you do pull it and try to hold on to it for all too long. Let's go ahead and use our gold in here. We can still hopefully pull another bill. Looks like a couple players are in bill cut in this lap. I'm going to go for it. Of course, lap 3 is the best, and that player's going to do a little bit of trolling, slowing down, but we can still get the double, and we get the same pull as last time. What are the odds there's going to be another shock? Of course, we're pretty far behind, unfortunately, because everyone else, you know, went forward there. I was kind of hanging out, trying to bag a little bit harder. We almost hit that banana. I'm going to hopefully use this bill in the extension. There is the blue shell. There could still be another shock here, too. But I think we might be a little bit far behind because it looks like first just dodged in a star, dodged the blue shell. But wait, there is a second shock. We get the shock dodge instantly in the bill cut. We're going to steer on the inside of the track to make as much progress as we can. And we're all the way up into 8th place just like that. There's a bill behind me. We almost get taken out. We're alive, though. We have some shrooms for the ending shortcuts here. It looks like literally everybody else does too. Yeah, we are still like way too far behind to really make a difference. And even after all that, I'm only gonna get the 7th place. Wow, what a crazy race. And for VR, we get the +4. All right, let's do one final race, GBA Mario Circuit, another bagging track. I'm gonna try my luck at running. Yeah, most people are, it seems like nowadays when I play this track. I actually didn't notice, but I just watching that last race back, and these two players ahead of me, they both dodged the shock in 1st and 2nd place, which is why I was so far behind when it was all said and done. Even though we did dodge in the bill cut, they just dodged in much higher positions, and there's really not much I can do at that point. I think the player in 2nd was in bill cut. The player in 1st dodged a blue shell with a star, and then after that, they dodged the shock right away. So what a sequence for them. I'd love to see that, you know, from their point of view. But really not much I can do. I was just a little bit too far behind. Maybe should have caught up a little bit more before I started to, you know, bag even harder for the bill that time. And like I said, we're going to try to run. We're a little bit behind, but I think that's okay, you know, in case there is a blue shell here. I was going to say, are we going to get past? We are. We can go ahead and pass them back, and they're going to take our double box there, and we're going to get redded. I was trying to outline them. I couldn't. I think they had a couple extra shrooms over me. I'm going to go ahead and just start right away, actually. Did a little bit of bagging. We get the shock dodge right away, so I think that was the right play. This player in the bill dodged as well. Let's go ahead and grab some of these coins. The blue shell is out. Get even more coins. Gotta watch out for that player. They have the bill in the pocket, though, so they're gonna go all the way up. Actually, wait. 1st is right here. We're not even that far behind, actually. We're gonna get bumped. Gotta watch out for these triple greens. This is gonna be a chaotic finish. The pack is super tight here. That's a bomb. It's going forward. Those are green shells. I'm sticking super wide. There's fire. We're gonna get smart pounced by a random green. Just how today's going. And then yes, someone just comes out of nowhere and takes the box I was going for. Basically sums up today's episode without a doubt. And we're gonna drop down to only 8th place. So yeah, another 8th, not a bottom spot, but not a great spot, and the -5. Well, I was going to end the video there, but I saw Cheeseland and Rome Avanti came up, and I figured one of them would get picked for sure. And yeah, pretty much everyone voted for one or the other, and here we are back on Cheeseland. Hopefully I can do better. I think last time, like I said, I fell a little bit too far behind after bagging so hard, and the fact that 1st and 2nd dodged the shock there after it was all said and done definitely didn't help. So we're going to try not to fall too far behind. Of course, there was double shocks there in the last race. I do expect there to be minimum 1 shock in this race as well. We can go ahead, but back up once we get to this set. Hopefully everyone will pass us here. And yeah, we can get down into like 9th or lower. Go for the double box. We can wait. Yeah, that player is going to take it. And okay, no bullet bill. Let's go ahead and start the golden timer. And hopefully chain at the next set, not get hit by anyone. And I'm actually going to completely fall off the track there. I was worried about that player's star there. And what are my lines? Yeah, we're in last by a bit, but of course it is Cheeseland. Lots of time to catch up still. And wow, we pulled the shock. I'm going to use it right away and shock those players that have the bullet bill. And then we can go ahead and use our star here. We can go ahead and maybe wait at the set, maybe not. Okay, no, I'm just going to keep going for it. I failed. And then there's a second shock. So someone actually dodged my shock with the shock in the pocket, it looks like. And not only that, but players pulled the bill right away and are going to use it in the cut. And that bill is really slow for some reason. I've never seen that. Do they have like 0 coins? Looks like it's almost lagging. Yeah, kind of just like disappear there. I'm so confused. What just happened? That bill was like super slow. It just like disappeared. And yeah, those players both have bills ahead of me. It looks like it's going to be hard for me to pull a bill. Yeah, there's a bill behind me. I think that's all 3 that could be pulled right now. We're going to get hit, unfortunately. We get this starch with mushrooms. I'm gonna go off the track again. What are my lines right now? And let's try to recover here. We're pretty far behind. I think I just have to keep going forward here. Hopefully get something for the shortcut. We get another golden. How many goldens am I gonna pull? I guess everyone has the bills, so I can't pull them. The blue is out. It will expire in time for the double box here, so this could be good. There already has been 2 shocks. And we get another golden. What is happening right now? We've pulled like a million golden mushrooms. And yeah, there's the 3rd shock. If only I had my dodge out in time there, that would have been great for me. But we're in 9th on the very final stretch. I'm going to spam. I'm going to hope for the best. We get the bullet bill. And that's going to take me all the way up into 3rd. But it's going to drop me instantly. And we somehow get the first podium finish of the day. In that fashion, what just happened in the plus 23. All right, that's going to do it for today's episode of Road to 30,000 VR. We kicked things off with 23,854, and we finished with 23,928, a gain of 74. Honestly, not too bad, all things considered. That last race was by far our single biggest gain of the video. And what a way to finish in 3rd for the first time. Triple shocks, we pulled it, we got shocked. And there's a super late shock, which actually helped me. I was kind of complaining about not dodging there, having the golden. But in the end, that actually helped me just as much as if I probably would have dodged. I probably would have got a similar position because of that incredible bullet bill pull at the very last second. And yeah, my new favorite combo, loving the pipe frame as of late. Let me know what you guys thought of the video in the comment section down below. Make sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.